Today is October 29th, 2015, and this is Life on the Ladder! In the bottom left corner, playing as our red Protoss player, he is the returning champion against Nathanias. His name is Dipwood. With me, as usual, is ULeakRed.
Oh yeah, what's going on, Silver? How you doing, brother?
Doing pretty good.
That's what's up.
Ready to see what Dipwood does against our friend Neurozerg, the heart, the anti-banter.
Yeah, the anti-banter. It is Neuro in the top right-hand corner with the Overlord flying out, ready to seek and tell everything that goes on the other side of the map. So yeah, this is actually going to be a pretty good game. I'm actually very excited for this. Very excited.
I watch Neuro's Twitch channel a lot. If you guys are looking for him, he's Neurozerg on Twitch, and he is get this, he has a degree in cognitive science.
Oh wow!
So he has a degree in thinking.
That's pretty sick. And he plays Zerg. Wow. He didn't think too well.
That was rude. That was rude.
I'm joking.
That was rude. I'm gonna tell your mama.
I'm gonna tell your mom. Don't do that. Don't tell my mom. She'd be really disappointed. Just kidding.
She'd be like, shut the fuck up.
He's going for. I'm loving this play right now from Neuro right now. Be respectful. Going for that hatch first into pool.
No
and
gas though.
Take that third. Yeah, it's gonna take a third. I expected this. I would think nothing less of taking a fast third, but he's being respectful by going three hatch. Three hatch with a pool in between the third.
Yeah, not just taking that hatch, like hatch pool.
Yeah, it's a bit more respectful, a bit more. I would definitely say I feel when Zergs do that, they respect me, or they know me, or they're like a little less confident in being really fucking greedy.
I was watching a video with Loco, and he was talking to Neuro, and Neuro was like, what you should do in ZVZ with the new ability to you know, turn one Overlord into a carrier. Not a carrier like Protoss carrier, but like a transporter. You make 8 lings, and you make the Overlord able to carry them, and then you drop 8 lings in the base, and you snipe the Queen in ZVZ, and then they're unable to do a ling or roach push against you within the first 10 minutes.
Oh wow!
Because they don't have the production capabilities.
That's it. Mass Queen's about to be really popular again. Like 5 queens it's about to be really good. So that just can't happen. Yeah. It does only take 4 lings to kill a queen, guys. A little note on the side for ZVZ players: 4 lings kill 1 queen as long as it's not helped. Yeah, unassisted. Unassisted is the word. Yeah, there you go. Don't worry, I got your lightweight, bro.
Adepts though are moving in.
Yes, they are. The mighty, the few, the adept. Coming to this third. These lings are in position, but they will quickly fall to the might of the Protoss Adept. 2 more lings come out. Silly lings. Goodbye. Just lings. Speed the troll. Oh my god, I love this troll. I love this troll. This is the best thing.
This is like a new version of a hard contain.
Yeah, this is that old school Photon overcharge. But you know how like people used to drop the Nexus in your base and then Photon overcharge? Now they're doing it with the pylon. Technically the same. I mean, this is 400 minerals, so it's basically a base.
Yeah, 400 minerals put into this, but he's probably going to take down a base for it.
Yeah, he's definitely going to get this base. There's nothing the Zerg can do to break this. If he comes down the ramp, he activates all 4 pylons.
Neuro cancels his lair as a response in order to, I'm guessing, to get more money back.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think going for layer is a bit of a stretch. He knows he's going to lose his hatch, unless for some reason he just got speed though. Maybe another round of links. Checking the production tab. He's actually not. He's going to look for drone. Very interesting decision. Actually, I like it. I actually like this decision very well. This is actually a smart decision.
He's making 6 Banes, and I think that might be enough to bust the pylons.
With the queens, I believe, yeah. With the queens, you should definitely be able to get this broken. So here we go. Protoss player being a little bit slow to activate the Photon overcharge, finally activate it. But oh my god! The Banes.
Yeah, bust the pylons, guys. 6 Banes takes out 3 pylons. The Lings surrounding the pylon. He's gonna keep the hatchery alive and actually maintain the position here.
And he droned off of that. Wow.
16 Lings in production, 1 Oracle on the way. It's going to be in the back of the base to harass. No spores up, meaning that the defense might be a little bit difficult.
Yeah, this pylon toward the south will get cleaned up by all of these Lings. But wow, this play is so good. Dipwood, I feel he could have definitely had the goddamn third if he wasn't such a greedy person. He moved those adepts up and tried to bait the Lings. I feel like those were just shots that he could have had in.
He's making 2 oracles at a time right now.
2 oracles. I think oracles are. I don't know how I feel about this. Mass oracle. I don't know. The last time I saw a mass oracle, MC did it against some Zerg and completely destroyed him. I don't remember what Zerg it was. I was so. The oracles killed everything, and it was so amazing and so unbelievable that I literally didn't care who he was doing it to. I just cared what he was doing.
And this is the thing, guys. If this was a Terran, we might have seen some crazy Baneling bust. But because it's Protoss, he doesn't want to take the risk of force fields and shields and all that good stuff. He's actually going to not Baneling bust. The Oracles, 4 of them, heading towards the top of the map. They've stopped for a second, but they probably won't wait around too long. There they go.
And I wonder if he's actually going to try to snipe the spore. Oh my god, so here comes the Oracle's going to come in. Here it comes. Oh god, I don't even want to talk because I just want to see if this works. Oh my god, so here they go. Queen's going to just die. She evaporates. Goodbye. Another Queen's going to fall. Evaporates. Goodbye. Oh, it's so sad to be his queen today. This time of year. She's not trying to be a queen. Oh, another one dies. Going to take the Hydra was dead as well.
Yeah, no anti-air almost left on the map or options for Neuro. Though he's got his spores down. Going to be able to hold most of his drone lines. These oracles are increasingly weaker.
Yeah, but they are so cost efficient. Oh my god, the Zerg has lost so many units versus the Protoss in this game already. I mean,
he's lost queens, but he's managed to keep drones alive. Current supply for drones, 59 to 45 probes.
Yeah, but without queens and without that Hydra stand, these adepts will reign supreme. There's nothing to contest them on this side of the map.
The Hydra Den is done, and getting the Hydra range. Roach Warren's finishing at Roach speed. We're going to see +1 of that evolutionary chamber. Carapace probably started right after that. 8 Hydras on the way.
8 Hydras on the way. Yeah, so I think definitely this third for the Protoss player is just safe. I don't think there's anything the Zerg can do, especially without having the ability to massively produce Hydras. I mean, he can produce them because the queens are out again now, but like he's behind by 2 minutes. The injection won't be there. I mean, the extra larva won't be there, so he's kind of got to. Neuro's got to play a little slow and steady right now. I think taking a 4th is not a bad idea.
Nice hallucinated Phoenix coming out here for Neuro, rather for Dipwood. Yeah, the Zerg player has a Phoenix, and it's hallucinated.
Dipwood sees that queen, will take her life, and the lane as well.
That one queen was like, alright guys, abandoned ship. So it was weird looking.
Yeah, I think it was a misrally or a miscontrol. Oh my god, and the Hydras are getting in position. Lings are there, a few shots sent off on one of these adepts to warn them. You know.
I like how many spores are in every base, or rather, at the 3rd base, 3 spores, 2 base at the natural, and 1 spore at the main.
Yeah, definitely doesn't want to take any more damage from these oracles. Yeah, they are out.
He's pretty adamant about not taking any more damage right now from oracles. It's like, hell no. I'm going to attack with tons of Hydras. Storm halfway finished. 2 Archons morphing in right now. Ravagers on the map.
Yes, Ravagers are. The 4th base for the Zerg does finally go down. Neuro knows that he needs a way out of this. Staying on 3 base is dangerous versus a 3 base Protoss. I mean, versus a Zerg by nature needs more money to fight a Protoss than a Protoss needs to fight a Zerg.
The Warp Prism is now out on the map. Neuro trying to break down the back rocks. A couple of units being poked at from the top of the cliff. It looks like he's going to open up the back rocks. and then head back over to the front.
Yeah.
Or he might just choose to engage here.
But even by just doing this, it was a great move from our Zerg player. And actually, here comes the engagement. Oracle's being activated. They will gun down the Hydras first. Great micro with the Ravagers on top of these Archons. But the Zealots are just too powerful. Nothing's going to contest them. No kiting or anything. So they just will wreck these Roaches.
Roaches and Hydras going to take on Zealot and Archon. Protoss versus Zerg right here at its core.
Yes, one of my favorite units ever. This is one of my favorite comps ever created, Zealot Archon.
It's the most 1A comp ever, but it's beautiful to watch.
Yeah, it's just like, and it's so like, it's such a well-balanced army when it comes to money and everything. It's just like...
Archon's actually being morphed in at the 4th base for the Zerg. Totally shameless.
Yeah, totally. They know there's nothing here, just a few Roaches to contest this, and Archons are great versus Roaches. Zealots are great versus Roaches if they're not being kited. But actually, not having his units clumped together will cause a bit of a problem. Here we go. And here comes the kiting, like I said. You want to thin out the Roaches so your army can finally engage these Archons. And they are naked with just themselves defending each other.
Neuro doing his best to keep his units active, keep them splitting, pulling back the weakened units of the Archons, just not letting them get far enough back. The hurt Archons are pulled up into the War Prism here.
Yes, great micro from both players here. I love the kiting from both players. I think Neuro's actually feeling a bit confident, morphing on a few Ravagers in front of the Protoss player. Knowing that, hey, I got it, I got this. He did get the cancel on the 4th, so both players are kind of stalemating right now.
You know, cancel on the 4th. The 4th died, sir.
Oh, it died. Oh, there was no cancel. Oh, it's that face.
Roach Ravager is the choice right now, and I actually think that with Corrosive Bile from the Ravagers, he stands a better chance against Roach, or rather, Zealot Archon. Yeah, Lurkers will be beautiful.
I think so, but the Protoss player does have Storm, and Ravagers versus... I mean, Ravagers are weaker than Roaches.
Yeah, they're kind of made of glass.
Yeah, they're kind of very weak. So Storm does more damage to Ravagers than it would a Roach. So we'll see.
The Oracles are still active on the map, guys. Remember this about Oracles. They are so essential to keep alive as long as possible. It is okay to sacrifice one for an amazing, efficient trade, like getting a ton of drones or like wiping out something specific that's super efficient. But if you can... the longer you have them on the map and the more energy that you're able to expend off of them, the higher value they maintain or are worth.
Yeah, and here we are, finally, the Lurker Den going down. Lurker will be the unit that will be able to combat this Protoss army. And as I say that, Void Ray's already been added to the mix. So I take back everything I just said.
Yeah, he's going to need the Hydras and the Lurkers, possibly Ravagers as well. Ravagers, though, maybe a little less essential than having enough Roaches.
The War Prism just goes down. A little bit of missed micro by dipwood, just giving away that War Prism.
Oops, I missed that one.
A great trade for him. The threat of knowing that a War Prism is not on the map is such a good thing for Zerg. Lets them feel confident in droning and whatever they want to do, not having to worry about making extra units to defend their bases. The Lurker's doing a great job at defending these Zealots.
There's that Storm, though. We have to be completely aware of Storm. Falling on Lings, falling on Hydras, landing on Ravagers especially is going to be super effective with Storm. Lings, though, rushing in. Zerg coming from 2 angles. The Lings forcing Storms on top of the Protoss army. The Zerg's actually walking through the Storm.
Definitely not the best of micro for the Zerg player. Great for the Protoss player, though. Oracles are popped. Revelation is used. If you don't know, that does kill burrow units as well. And with that, Neuro's army is destroyed. Now the heat is on for the Zerg, having to create an army to defend his base, and the Protoss player is now adding in Tempest.
Tempests are going to be a bit of a game changer. A couple mutas here, focusing down that first Tempest. Neuro very much aware of the Tempest on the field. 4th base for the Zerg being contested and going down. Archon, Zealot, Void Ray, sir.
Yes, I think this is such a good comp. The thing, because the Stalkers will be here momentarily to test these mutas. Mutas are not the best units at small numbers. If you don't know this, guys, they kind of suck. It's only when they get in high numbers, because their attacks bounce, that they really become really, really damaged.
And it looks like the Protoss player here is moving into the third base. One transfuse on that hatchery. The queen goes down. There's nothing here to defend. Nothing in production right now for Neuro. He's looking at a really steep hill to climb. 61 supply to 128 of dipwood. And I gotta say, man, dipwood is a lot scarier than I thought he would be.
Yeah, dipwood showcasing a very unique and very awesome style. Using these doing this. It's almost like, how do I describe it? Like stairway type of attack, where like there's a first tier and then a second tier. There's one step and two step and three step, but each one compiling on top of each other. Coming with the early pressure with the 4 pylon, the depth pressure on the third, and then transitioning into mass oracle into a safe third. There's nothing really the Zerg can do to contest it. And then from there, it's just snowballing. Fantastic style, brilliant word, GG. I don't know if that's sarcasm or actually...
I think he was being serious, man. Neuro's not the kind of player to BM.
Yeah, if he said fantastic style seriously, then I agree. Great, well-executed attack. Definitely something to, if you enjoy this type of play, I always warn any Protoss players in lower leagues. Let me turn this back on. But I always warn any Protoss players in lower leagues who play Stargate for the first time. And Stargate play, it's its own echelon. It's its own entity of Protoss. Unless you're going, then that's like 1A. But if you're playing like Phoenix, Oracle, these really, really fast units of Protoss, it definitely takes a lot of APM, and they're units that when they die, they hurt so bad. Like Silver said, when you make Oracles, you got to keep them alive. They're so powerful, and they're powerful all throughout the game.
The longer you keep any spellcaster alive, period. If it is a spellcaster and it relies on energy, or even like for instance Stormhosts who don't have energy, the longer you keep a unit that relies on abilities to alive, the more valuable it's going to be.
Yeah.
I mean, it's true for most units, but except for like Banes and such. Like, the longer you keep any unit alive. But
yeah, it was a great play. Great play for both players. Don't want to give too much to our Protoss player, but Neuro making some great decisions. There was definitely a moment where I thought Neuro was actually okay.
I thought right before the storms hit, I thought he was good. And then walking through the storms, I was like, that's not good. That's...
Yeah, I thought he was okay. For me at that point, I knew it was a little bit dicey. He didn't have anything to check the storm. Like there wasn't enough lurkers. Like when you're playing with lurkers versus storm, for me, what usually beats me is when they have so many lurkers that when I try to get my High Templar into range, I lose too many as I'm getting into range of lurkers, or I get into range, but I'm forced to burn my storms on their lurkers, not their army.
Yeah.
So it's like a trade. You have to trade off as a Protoss player, and by the Protoss player kiting back, and the Protoss player chasing the Zerg player chasing the Protoss player, he just kept eating storms as he moved, and it was just not cost efficient for him. But I thought, me personally, our Zerg player Neuro was okay. I thought that the brilliant shining moment for me was like, oh, that's so good, and I love these things so much, like really small things that like prove that these players are like GMs or whatever the hell they are. It's like mineral and gas management in dicey situations. And like when that third got attacked, he actually droned
through it.
While
right.
the third was being attacked, made like 8 or 10 drones.
He's like, I know exactly how many units I need to break through this.
And I was like, that's so brilliant. To me, I was like, he's actually droning while being attacked. That's insane.
Usually, usually if you're droning while you're being attacked, you're not making units, and you need to be. But he would. Yeah. But he is far enough advanced in StarCraft to say like, I'm gonna break through the pylons with 6 Banes, a decent number of Lings, and my Queens, and he did it.
I was like, great move. It was such a brilliant move. It was great.
So yeah, guys, not much more to say about that. We did see dipwood for the second time. The last time we saw him against Nathanius, if you want to go watch that video, it is really freaking good. It is a really good game between Dipwood and Nathanius, where Nathanius plays like a total baller and Dipwood defends.
Yeah, good play from both of those players. Yeah, definitely check out that replay. It's a good cast.
I'll leave that. I'll link that at the end of the video, or maybe I'll just put it right here. That'll be good. We just mentioned it, so I'll put it here. Make sure you follow us on Twitter at Daryl V. Lee or at IamSilvertone.
Yeah, you can also find me on my Twitch page at twitch.tv/MSULeakRed. That's twitch.tv/MSULeakRed.
If you like this video, leave a comment, leave a like, maybe subscribe if you want to see more content. Tune in, though. Starting November 1st, we're going to have the 10 Days of Puck, where I'm going to bring you guys replays from Puck, the North American Protoss player, against all different pros, a new one every day, starting, like I said, November 1st, leading up to the release of Legacy of the Void. So tune in, and thank you for watching.
Yeah, have a good day, guys.